Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to take some notes in our jam that will help remind us about some relationship vocabulary that we're going to be talking about the rest of this week and onto the rest of the year. So at the top of your jam on your paper, I'd like you to title this Relationships. Remember, we're taking notes, and these notes are for your eyes, so if you'd like to use color, that's perfectly acceptable as long as you're able to keep up and take notes at a pretty decent pace. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about would be our operations. So I'm going to skip a line because I'm going to kind of keep this organized, and I'm going to write operations here. And so in 5th grade, the operations that we'll be using quite a bit, we'll start out by talking about adding and subtracting, and then we'll move into multiplying and dividing. So some important things I want you to know would be that when you hear the word sum, you know that that means add. When you hear the word difference, you know that that word means subtract. And when you hear the word product, that's the answer to multiplication. And then finally the word quotient. The word quotient is the answer to a division problem. So sum is the answer to an addition problem, difference is the answer to subtraction, product is the answer to multiplication, and quotient is the answer to division. Alright. Another thing that you're going to be seeing quite a bit this year would be the equal sign, and what we need to remember is that equal means that we are balanced. Balanced on both sides. So one example that I like to use in my notes would be an easy example like 1 plus 5 is equal to 2 times 3. Because when I think about what is the answer to 1 plus 5, I'm going to get 6. And when I think the answer to 2 times 3, I can think about that answer being 6, and those are balanced. So remember, that equal sign means that we're balanced, we're the same on both sides. Another word that we will sometimes hear is the word congruent. And it just means the same. Most of the time we'll use the word congruent when we talk about geometry and different shapes. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video so that you can catch up, and the next part of our video will be about some symbols that we use, or some symbols that we use in math.